Who are you?
Now. They do have them here now.
Alligators are native to this area, southeastern Oklahoma.
I never knew that.
Really?
Yeah, when I was growing up, they used to say that they would see them here, and everyone was like, no, that's like a big myth. But look at this.
Well, obviously they are here.
There aren't many of them. There are alligators in Oklahoma. Alligators live in the wetlands of southern McCurtain County are most frequently seen in the Little River National Wildlife Refuge. Wow.
Isn't that cool?
Remember when it's
That's cool. Hey, Riley. Look at the skull on that dude.
that was an 11 and a half
That's cool.
Yeah, I never
You
knew
look at
that.
that school and you think of like small people in there, stuff like the 12 footers that are almost 1,000 pounds.
Goodness.
He needs a dentist.
Here's a copperhead.
Isn't that the prettiest thing you've ever seen?
No.
Look at it. I think it is. This for years. I was always scared to
Yeah.
put my hand in that when I was a kid.
You can see there's tail, something else.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Like, you wouldn't be scared to stick your hand in there? I was always terrified when I was a kid. I'd cry. I didn't want to put my hand in this box.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little tail in here.
Mm-hmm.
A squirrel tail. This bear looks like he's hungry. Look how tiny he is.
I know.
The bear that I saw was
Look
like
at that
4
little bitty
times
mink
his
right there.
size.
That is-
And a lot bigger.
This dude just looks evil, man.
He's a baby bear.
Man, unwrap it. I'm gonna get you. Looks like Jack Nicholas or in The Shining.
Typically, there was always someone that would be up. They would take the back roads and they would be up there and they would set off fireworks
Nice.
or climb down.
Now, just for our viewers, if you've ever seen the movie Deliverance, we're here in southeastern Oklahoma. This is where they filmed it, and it's right on this
Not.
river, this creek right out here.
No.
And if you'll remember this bluff, it was in one of the scenes as they were floating down through there, and Harvey the backwoods guy, he fell from that bluff up there.
Shame on
So
you.
yeah, quite an interesting thing.
Shame on you.
But this is part of the Liars Tour about town at Broken Bow Lake. So yeah, they
And this
didn't
is
really.
Mountain Fork River.
Yeah, Mountain Fork River, and they did not really film any of that here. So,
Okay.
but man, it's very pretty. So you have this low water crossing here, where you have the walking bridge to go across this creek. Now, what was your story?
My story was when we used to come down here during Ouachita, the little kids, like when you were before you were a teenager, you could run around everywhere and you could come across this bridge right here that was a wooden bridge, but you could never go down here. That was for older kids and stuff. So it wasn't until you were older.
So
That-
not until you were older could you walk across the
could walk
low
across
low
this,
water
but
walk.
That
path.
festival is in June, and typically there's not a whole lot of running water through here, just enough to get your feet wet.
So.
But yeah, that was a big deal when you finally got to go out on the big rocks.
So in June, if you like attending local festivals and stuff, they do have a festival here at Beavers Bend at Broken Bow Lake, and you said it was
Mountain Fork River.
Mountain Fork River. It's called Hotchatown, and it is in the Hotchatown National Forest. So you guys definitely look that up, check it out. The festival is in June, and it would definitely be something that would definitely be a great time to attend and stay in the area. They got beautiful cabins that are along this area.
And we're filming this in December, so you should probably...
Actually, it's
like the last day of November.
This is the last day of November 2019.
And as soon as you see this, you should probably book, or you probably won't get a place.
Yeah, for any of the cabins. They
even
do have
camping.
Yeah, even camping down here. They do have campgrounds and stuff, and we'll look for maybe a couple of those and do a drive-through video, and then we'll also get a few shots of some of the cabins, because they have different types of cabins with different accommodations for depending on the number of people you have in your group, so, or family. So anyway, we'll keep on.
That's a cypress tree. Wants a picture.
Don't fall in. You don't have an
old
extra.
enough.
You don't have an extra change of clothes, little boy.
Hey dog, quit barking at me. Hey dog, quit barking at me. You'll never see this face again. My work's through, my money's spent. So hey dog, quit barking at me. Hey lady, you lost your pearls. Hey lady, you lost your pearls. And if you point your finger one more time, I might haul off and lose my mind. Hey lady, I don't have your pearls. Hey dog, quit barking at me. Hey dog, quit barking at me. You'll never see this face again. My work's through, my money's spent. So hey dog, quit barking at me.
Alright, I'm not big at narrating.
This
but
pavilion, you said, is where
this
the big
pavilion-
acts come for, like Mo Bandy and
Yeah, so like
oh goodness, I just slipped my mind from Third Day.
so Mac Powell.
Yeah, Mac Powell.
But I'm almost positive that the year he was here, they had it in town because there was flooding down
Oh,
here.
that's right. That's right.
But so.
But typically it would be
Reba
held at this
McEntire,
amphitheater.
I think was here
Reba.
at one point. Hoyt Axton performed here. John Anderson.
Oh, sweet.
Anyway, that's like a headline night. But anyway, there used to not be a top on it. And when it would rain, they would move the bands up underneath this shelter up here.
Which used to be the old nature center, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So one year, I was really little. I was probably 3 or 4 years old. And back then, kids would just run all over the place. I mean, there'd be 4,000 people down here, and you would just let your kids run, you know. And it was a big deal to come sit on the front of the stage and be the closest to the band that you could be. But one year, I was like I said, probably 3 or 4, and I got lost.
Uh-oh.
And I went up on stage, and if I remember right, it was the year that it was up under here.
Up under the...
Yes, I went up on stage, and I wasn't scared, but I was crying because my papa was lost.
Your papa was lost.
And they announced it over the speaker, over the microphone. They said, there's a little girl up here, her name is Natalie, and she's really worried about her papa because he got lost, and she needs to find him. So I didn't tell him I was lost. I wasn't scared, but I was worried about Papa because I thought Papa was scared.
So you thought Papa Wendell was
Yeah.
lost and he was scared.
And then every year it was a big deal to get a 4-H burger.
A 4-H burger.
4-H burger. And the local 4-H clubs, they would take turns. And so like the Eagletown 4-H would do it one night, and then Idabo 4-H or whatever. And they would set up a trailer right here, a cook trailer, where the power booth is over there.
Right there, the power poles
And you
right
would
there.
stand in line for an hour sometimes just to get a 4-H burger and french fries or tater tots.
Oh, wow.
And you only got one once a year. Maybe they had a booth at the county fair too, and you might, if things, you know, were okay financially, you would get one.
Wow.
But Nanny Jackie and Papa Wendell would always buy us a 4-H burger one night.
That's awesome.
during the thing. And
Great
then over here,
memories.
the cattlemen's would set their thing up over here, and they would sell burgers and stuff too, or barbecue, but it was never as good as a
It was
4-H
never the
burger.
same or as good as a
No.
4-H burger.
Never
There
as
you
good
go.
as a 4-H
So there
burger.
you go. So see, another reason to attend a lot of these local festivals and stuff like that. They have a lot of awesome things going on, a lot of awesome food, a lot of awesome fellowship with people, and
It's a big to-do. I mean, you rent your cabin year to year. The first day of the festival, it used to run Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now I think it's pretty much just Friday, Saturday. But used to, Wednesday morning was when you could check into your cabin, the state park cabins that are down here. And you would be up here early in the morning, and they would stand in line for hours and hours and hours for the opportunity to rebook for the next year.
so they would book a year in advance from the day.
And to this day, I believe it is still the same way. And as far as I know, all the local cabins and the independent-owned cabins and the campgrounds and everything are the same way.
Wow.
So that's why they continue to build more cabins, because more and more people come to this area, and you just.
And the
some of them
neat
are
thing
rented
is
year to year.
that they are so big on conserving the area and the waterways and the wildlife around here.
Most of them are green.
The cabins and things that are put in down here are not privately owned by any individual or
Well, just in the
corporation.
park.
Yeah, just
Everything
within the
outside
park.
of the park.
Outside the park, of course, that's off of the state property
Yeah.
and the forestry property, but everything that's inside the state park and the national forestry area that's along the lake and the waterways here is all through the conservation of the state parks and the national forestry services. So
And
I got to meet Billy Sims. That was a big thing for me because he played for OU and he won the Heisman Trophy playing for OU.
so Billy Sims was down here.
And I had my old red OU shirt. Papa had bought it for me just so I could go have Billy Sims sign my right shoulder. And I thought that was a big to do because that was when he first started doing his big barbecue.
Yeah.
He started Billy Sims Barbecue. Had a big old fifth wheel trailer that had a big old hatch on the side of it where he could sell his barbecue sauce out of. And he
That's
let me
pretty cool.
inside of his trailer to see all the memorabilia and stuff he had in his trailer.
cool.
That's pretty neat.
And game balls that were signed by the whole team.
That's pretty
Tons
cool.
of stuff. It was.
And the facilities here were all built by the CCC camps.
yeah,
And I don't know a whole lot of the history, but it was basically developed by, I don't know what president, maybe you can put it in there, as a means for employment after the Great Depression.
Was,
So they traveled around and they built state parks and stuff in a lot of the facilities.
wow, that's pretty
was
cool.
it FDR?
I think it was.
Because FDR did a
Very
lot
cool.
of the.
All right, well,
the
let's
letter-
continue on.
The park stays open year round, so I don't know if they shut the water off. It's right here with our Boy Scout cabins.
These are Boy Scout
Uh-huh.
cabins?
This is a group camp, and when Mom was doing children's activities down here, it was held back over in this area. And if you were a vendor like that, you got a cabin. We would stay in those cabins.
What about this one? To rent?
Uh-huh.
Last day of November, and there's lots of people camping down here.
Isn't that pretty?
If you won't give her up, I'm gonna run away. Won't give her up, I'm gonna run away. Won't give her up, I'm gonna run away. Going to North Carolina.
Could you imagine what like Table Rock or Grand Lake or something would look like if there wasn't anything
Oh yeah.
all around it?
Broken Bow Lake, and you don't see houses and a bunch of condos and all that stuff around it. It's beautiful. There's only a 40-room lodge that is owned by the state, you said? And you said a marina?
State-owned marina. Last I knew, they'll contract it out to individuals. Like you have to get the contract. But yeah, there's nothing private owned anywhere on the lake.
So no privately owned boat docks or condos, resorts, or anything like that. It's all through the state. And you talk about beautiful.
Conserved.
Very conserved. It's very gorgeous.
Well, I'd like to bass fish this lake. I've never.
Yeah,
fished
I'd
a
like
bass
to.
on this
I'd
lake.
like to bass fish and catfish this big time. You bet.
Forget how pretty it is.
Very pretty.